Buying a home has and always will be one of the biggest decisions you make in life. And if you have to sell your current one before you get the new keys, well, then you have even more to consider. So let's get some advice for navigating today's market from two licensed realtors. We have Johanna and Aaron Crosier of the Crosier Group in Westerville here to help us out. Welcome to Daytime.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Aaron, first of all, you've both been realtors for over a decade now, so you have seen the real estate market through what it's been, and we've all talked about, these unprecedented times we've had, at least over the last decade, right? Mm-hmm. So give us some insight. Where are we at right now? How active is the market?
Yeah, well, the market is very active. We are off to a fast start for 2025. It's very competitive for buyers. The inventory is still low. So buyers have to be competitive in their offers.
Yeah, and they have to do things to stand out. I know that's kind of always been the case, but even more so now, right?
Yeah, very so.
Yeah.
That's why we think buyers' consultations are very important, so we can prepare buyers for the market that's ahead of them.
And so let's start a little bit, Johanna, with someone selling a home. First of all, is now, since we're talking about low inventory, a great time to put it on the market?
It absolutely is. It's a great time. If you're thinking of selling your home, it's a great time. There's not enough inventory right now, like Aaron just talked about. So selling your home right now is, if your home is staged correctly and it's up to date, it's going to bring in multiple offers because there's just not enough out there for what the buyers are looking for. We've been in several situations here recently where there is multiple offers on the table. Especially if a home is done correctly, and the seller will really have really high net proceeds for them. So.
And then to that end, because you studied marketing in college, and I know that a lot of people we were discussing don't always look at it as marketing your home, right? You're kind of just putting it out there and hoping it lands in somebody's lap. But there is a lot to it, right? It takes staging, it takes focus, right, to make sure it's ready?
It really does, and that's what we also do home selling for consultations there, where we really meet with them. We go over marketing strategies. There's a lot of social media involved that we use today. It's not just putting it on the MLS where people think, oh, what are we doing? There's a lot of strategic things that we can do to help move your home quickly and get the most bang for your buck for the seller.
For the seller. All right, so Aaron, I want to walk through the process a little bit. If you are selling your home, you have the consultation, like what do you need to know? How long, should somebody start that process before it lands on the MLS?
Well, it depends on the seller. I mean, it depends on their, what they need as a seller and what they're looking for. Every situation is different. So that's why the listing consultations are very important. So it really just depends on the individual or the couple that's selling their home. So that's why that listing consultation is just very key.
And I know the multiple offers kind of issue, not really an issue for the seller, but is something that people have to consider, right? Because it's not always the highest price that's going to win. And you've probably seen that quite a bit.
Absolutely.
Well, I would say typically it is, but you're right. It's not the most important factor. Again, it depends on what the seller's needs. So it could be they need a longer closing because they're looking for their next home. So there's just many different situations that can come into play.
Yeah.
With the home inspections, appraisal gap coverage, things like that we really would work with the seller and saying, well, here's the price they offered, here are the contingencies on some of them, and that really makes a difference for we walk them through, here's what this looks like on the back end for you guys. Yeah. And here's what we think would be the best offer for you to take, but it's ultimately their decision, but we help them understand what that looks like for them.
What that looks like. And I know, Johanna, we're talking about buying a home now. Let's switch there. You say the inventory is low, but are there areas that are getting more attention? I feel like we're seeing a lot of growth in Central Ohio, a lot of hot spots when it comes to hunting for a house.
We've seen increases in a couple areas where there have been more listings than there have been in the past. Westerville is one of them. Delaware, Worthington, there have been a lot more homes listed now than there has been since last year. So there are growth areas that we're seeing, and there's still opportunity everywhere depending on where you're looking for a home.
Okay.
But it's having the right realtors by your side to help navigate what you're looking for, and really that's where we walk through with you, like getting pre-approved, working with your lender, knowing what your buying power is and where you feel comfortable with your mortgage payments. all that takes place where we can really help get you into the home that fits best for your needs.
Yeah, and I know Erin, she talked about pre-approval. Also, first-time home buyers are often concerned about financing, or about, am I going to be on the right foot when I start buying this home? Are there options still today for first-timers?
Oh, yeah, there's many options. That's why it's important to talk to a lender and get your pre-approval. It's important to talk to probably 2 to 3 lenders just to get a better idea what the best options that you could have. But yeah, there are definitely options out there.
Okay, perfect. And the Crosier Group, I know you guys are out of Westerville, right? So if somebody wanted to reach out to you, what's the best way to do that?
The best way is, both our contact information is if you go to crosiergroup.com. All of our contact information will be on there, a little bit about us, and information that walks you through the buying and selling process. And just reach out to us, and we'd love to help you find or sell your home.
All right, perfect. All about the education too, and I know that's an important part of that, so meeting with a team that you trust. All right, all the information, as we said, up on screen. So Erin, Johanna, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.